Yeah. So really interesting. Also, wouldn't be surprised to see Nebula pull out Ganondorf. He's been working on that the past few weeks.
Fair enough.
Yep.
See, it's like, I feel like Mewtwo is going to do really well in this just because Pac-Man kind of crumbles against really good offensive characters. Like, even some defensive characters, you need to play aggressive against Pac-Man, especially in the beginning, you know, just to get that lead. But this is like one of the realest Pac-Mans I've ever seen. Nebula is super legit.
No, he is in depth with this character. He is deep in the movement of Pac-Man.
Truly knows this character like the back of his hand.
Really cool stuff you can see too. Another thing with this matchup though, not a lot of people can like contest Pac-Man off stage, but I feel like the back air hitbox of Mewtwo can really contest with like his up Bs and his side Bs and his stalls.
I also feel like Nair could be a pretty good one too.
Yep.
Because Nair is just such a big hitbox.
But also that can get interrupted by almost any hitbox you can. So if he catches like a random projectile.
I'm just saying it might be a bit easier. Let's see. Just seeing a little bit of camping, some Pac-Man tricks. I'm not sure.
A little bit of
he
movement.
almost gets himself hit by the Shadow Ball.
Throwing caution to the wind there with that exchange, but nothing really coming out of it for either character. Great
Whoa.
reflection coming out, getting the fire hydrant out of his face.
Oh, what? It goes back up? These
Goodness.
reflections are so wonky. What's going on?
You know, I saw him cross up his shield there with his dash attack. I thought a grab was going to come out, but I forgot who we were watching at that point. Yeah.
Ooh, we're seeing that, you know, what was it? The Galaxian kind of assisting Nebula there because, what was it? Unknown couldn't hold down because then he would be getting hit by the Galaxian, so he just kept on just punching him.
Yep, so he's able to get some few up airs. Okay.
He set that hydrant up perfectly.
That was amazing.
Because, I don't know the exact damage on the hydrant. I think it's like 15 or something like that.
Something kind of ridiculous.
Oh,
but
what? He kills him with it.
It's a cruel mistress, all
Dude,
right?
what was it?
Cruel mistress.
Exactly. Like, he's got to stop doing this down B muscle memory.
Yep.
Because Pac-Man's always do it when they're recovering.
Yep, and that's a big part of this matchup, too, is being able to notice when those projectiles are coming out and, like, seeing when they're vulnerable to be used against your opponent.
I also love the way that, ooh, that was interesting. I love the way that Nebula kind of sends the fire hydrant in at different angles just by using different moves.
Yeah, I feel like Ozone does the same thing with his can.
Exactly.
So we kind of see that come through in his Pac-Man with his hydrants.
Very good control over items and their own character.
Absolutely.
See, now we hit it with a Nair. I'm not sure how much % that is, but that means that you can probably hit it with, like, maybe a bit of a weaker move.
Yeah, maybe even
if you had time.
Yeah. But a really strong % lead coming out here for Unknown, just really kind of taking hold of, like, Mewtwo's, like, weak points, being, like, able to get up in his face.
See, another thing, too, about Mewtwo is that I think, like, almost fully charged Shadow Ball is enough to get rid of the Hydrant, so that just kind of null and voids it. Plus, he has the Reflector, too. I can see this being a very difficult matchup for Pac-Man.
Yep. Yeah, really stifles out any approach he can have from projectiles.
Ooh, that was so good, just kind of using that Rise Up Nair, hitting him with just above the lip of the stage. That's almost, like, uncontestable. It's safe on shield, too, I think. Pac-Man has, like, a lot of really good ledge options.
Yep, he is.
We're just seeing some, like,
really
like
crazy
slip and
stuff.
slide action going on here.
Yeah, but seems to be the oldest kill combo in the book, just up throw.
Just up throw.
Yep, getting the stock off.
Honestly, it feels so good to play, or if you play a character that's a kill throw, because you know you always have a kill confirm.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
I can't. That's why I can't stand Fox. Yeah, I've tried playing him so many times.
But it's like Fox sometimes just can't kill. Same with Sheik, same with like
Mario.
More than half the cast.
Yeah. But then the other half can kill, but they can't get the damage on properly. So
it's a sucky balance, you know?
It's a pick your poison.
It's a pick your poison, exactly.
All right, going on the battlefield here, this is Nebula's poison. Seeing if you can't change the fate from last game. Or
so basically, you know, if we're going to see, if we saw like kind of like a lot of madness just on Smash Field, we're going to see a lot of setups on the platform, a lot of teleport cancels. There's going to be a lot of things. See, we already saw one.
Yeah, this would be interesting. I'm assuming that Unknown probably banned like FD to get rid of like...
No, yeah, just to be able to get rid of like FD camping and stuff like that.
Yep, because that's really potent when you're playing as Pac-Man.
Exactly.
But again, he can pick whatever he needs to here. I think he's probably a comfort pick.
Did you see that? He like phased in with the air dodge and then naired so he wouldn't have landing leg and hit him. This is some like real Mewtwo meta stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it just seems like Unknown's really on his game today with these reflectors.
See, but Unknown is also using these platforms to his advantage too. Like that tail covers, like he's almost 100% safe if he stands underneath that platform and up tilt.
Yep, absolutely. So platforms are really,
really good for Mewtwo. Oh, that bell.
Yep.
Getting that quick stun.
Yep, not going for a harder punish, though, just going for the smaller damage to get a better stage position. But Unknown coming right back off stage, getting proper positioning, has him at this ledge here.
This honestly just has been a fight for Nebula to get down. Whenever he gets stuck in disadvantage, he's there for a minute. What?
My goodness.
That stage spike, I didn't even see that coming.
Yeah, I didn't think
that was
Nair
amazing.
The Nair really strong there, getting a huge stage spike. Missing the tech is unknown.
That was an incredible mix-up.
Yep. I'm starting to believe almost unknown might know these Pac-Man hydrant angles. He's hitting them perfectly.
He might know these shenanigans. Like, he might have played a Pac-Man or two.
Yep. He might get tired of Diddy Kong after a while.
Ooh, cancels out that hitbox.
They're going for a really hard read there, but
It's going to fair him off stage.
Yep, Shadow Claw, extremely potent move in Mewtwo's
Even at
kit.
0%, no rage. It is still an absurd move.
Yeah, almost the middle of battlefield. We're going to see if Nebula can get sit up at this edge here, because most people will hate being at the ledge, but Nebula being able to wall it with his hydrants and then the projectiles those produce with also everything else in his kit, it's really, really strong.
I also love Nebula's use of trampoline, because trampoline in some cases, there's so much like invincibility and it's so quick that you can do it almost like after dash attack and just a lot of moves and be completely safe.
Yeah, I kind of liken it to how Marths can up B out of combos at lower percents. Ooh, and just the raw key being thrown off stage.
Oh, wow. He missed that punish on the teleport cancel.
Yep.
Because he missed that, and Mewtwo actually has a ton of ending lag from his up B.
He absolutely does.
This down tilt pressure, what can Pac-Man do?
Yeah,
Nothing.
It's really tough here. He's making the best of it.
Oppression.
Whole lot better than it was game one here, though. Letting him.
Oh, yeah, this is dead even, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, Nebula with a slight edge. Hopefully he abuses this edge because he needs it.
Yep. I think what I'd like to see Nebula start doing is baiting out the reflection. So maybe if he's going to throw out a hitbox on the hydrant that's not going to quite knock it away, and then punishing from there would be really good for him to just kind of find a bit more of an aggressive angle.
Something else too is like I'm not exactly sure how it works, but there's kind of a weird priority on Pac-Man's items. Like, for example, there it goes through Mewtwo's, I think, fully charged Shadow Ball. I know it goes through almost fully charged, but it's like it's still a really good option to nullify one of Mewtwo's best. And that roll there, he caught him.
Yeah, great.
He
down
knew,
tilt.
dude. How?
Yeah, really good stuff come out to him.
Yeah, that. What? He's just throwing oranges in his face.
Honestly, no need for complex setups. You can just
We're not getting scurvy here, guys.
Yeah, hitting with Vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
Yep, great grab of the item there, too. I'm not going to see any shenanigans come out from that. Again, really even game here, though. Just really neck-and-neck gameplay coming from these two competitors.
It's kind of the apple going down the battlefield platforms and applying shield pressure. Yep. It's amazing how well he knows these angles. For
what? Yeah.
Dude, that side B, honestly, I think did the most damage to Nebula.
Yeah, that was really tough.
The most damage and knockback was just straight up from the side B.
Sup, pretty angry about that. He was